Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and you taste buds well. From the Cameroon River to East Coast, from East to the Eastern Shore to Georgetown City. I can really walk about it, the hinterlands from the Quarantino River.
Hi there, folks. How are you? Welcome to the Singing Chef Show. My name is Ian John, your singing chef. Today, I'm gonna make one of my favorites. It's a Greek-inspired dish. In fact, it's a national dish of Greek, and I think even in Turkey, I think they do it as well. It's a dish called moussaka, right? And basically what it is you're layering boulanger on the bottom, potatoes on the bottom, then you put in minced beef on top of that, then you're layering the boulanger, and I'm gonna show you how to cut the boulanger up first, and then you make a white sauce to go on top. That's kind of got cinnamon. I tell you, in the sauce, just the white sauce, it's got like milk and it's got a little bit of nutmeg, cinnamon, and we use coconut oil in order as a base instead of butter, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the boulanger long ways like this. You want them to be a little bit less than ½ inch thick, see? Just like this. So basically, you just want to cut this like this. All right, see? That's basically what you want to do. All right. Now I've got some here, and we're just going to put them in a pan like this, and you don't have to do anything to it. Just put in a pan like this, and I'm going to put it in the oven at about 180 degrees. I'll leave it there for about 20 minutes, and it should roast through. I'll put it on the top shelf. Right, well now that's our first step. Let's do our potatoes. All right, I just want the potatoes to be in similar slices. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna now add these to the hot water here. I'm gonna turn the stove on, and we're gonna parboil it. You know, parboil means that you partially cook them. Okay, let us do our filling, which is this minced beef there, so we can just get that cooked straight away. There we go. Lift off. Take some of that lovely coconut oil. Let it heat up just a little bit. See, I like putting the onions in quite early, and they heat up with the oil, and they gentle cook, and for some reason, they tend to be softer, which is what you want. You're gonna put in the nutmeg. Put in the allspice, paprika, garlic, that's lovely. And we want a little bit of black pepper for now. We can add some more later. That's a big pinch. And I know I said don't put salt in earlier, but in this dish, you kind of need it. Gonna wait for that to do its thing. Just until you should see the smell that's coming out from this is just unbelievable. It's really good. Is that allspice? You know, it's because you know it's kind of cinnamony and everything like that. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna add a stick of cinnamon. So now our onions are getting nice and translucent. And this is heating up a little bit, very nicely, very slowly, which is what we want. And I put most of my spices in there already. Great. Now it's the time to put just a tiny bit of tomato paste, just to get it going. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. You see how that's all mixing together like this? This is what you want. This is what you need. It's what you got to have. Okay, so we're gonna put all this stuff in there. And slowly, I'm going to add the beef because I want the beef to almost finish cooking when I'm done. So I'm part cooking the beef mince as well, right? Mix it in. Don't throw it in like a chunk because you want it to be loose as well, right? You don't want meatballs. Okay, so I'm doing, mixing it in, keeps it loose. Yes. I'm gonna put some more of that in. More. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. It's gonna help to cook it quicker. Yes. This is what it's called sealing. When let's say you cook everything in the oil first. And like some people, they would actually add wine to this. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to use water, and we're going to use some tomato sauce that we've got there. See, right. That's good. Tiny bit more oil. Just to keep it a little bit loose. This, just not a tablespoon or so. Right. I've got about a cup, like about 3/4 of a cup of tomato sauce here that I made, but you can get tomato sauce in any supermarket. And I want to mix that in first. I'll really mix it well. I don't want to scratch my pot. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good, smelling sexy. Okay, right. So, at this point, pretty well mixed in. Right. I'm going to add some butter. Okay, I'm going to add enough water just to go, just barely covered. And the reason why I press it down like that is because I don't want this to get really, I want to use as little water as possible. So this water just stays on the top and it boils down and it cooks it. And then by the time this is finished, you're going to have almost, not a dry mixture, it's going to be very moist, but it's not going to have too much water because I don't want too much water in the pie. Oh, so we're going to have to let this cook. It'll take about 15 minutes for this to cook. And then we just start layering it and we'll make a white sauce to go on top. While all this is going on, let's make our white sauce. Now, white sauce, it basically is a bechamel sauce, right? You always need an oil base. And I say this is about, because I want to make quite a lot of this. I've got here, it's about half a cup of coconut oil. Just let that heat very, very slightly. I need you. Yes, that's heating up almost instantly. It's time for me to add my flour. Oh my gosh, that's cooking up a storm. Yep. Add the rest of the flour. See, and this is what's called a roux. I'm going to add some milk powder. To it. A little bit. Yes. Then slowly, I'm going to add a little bit of water. Look. Then just beat it until it's smooth. You see how quickly that thickens up? Don't add all the water at the same time. Yep, that's getting pretty thick. So by adding the milk powder, when you add the water, it's a bit like adding milk. So you can just replace it with, it looks here, it's about 2 cups of milk. Yeah, we got our white sauce. And to that, I add a little bit of nutmeg. Let's add a bit more. One of my favorite things to do. Well, let me add a bit more water because this is getting kind of stiff. We want it to be a nice smooth mixture. There. Last but not least, cheese. That's it. That's our white sauce. And we'll be back in a second and we can start putting this baby together.
Caribbean rice from the lush rice fields of Guyana, straight to your home. Caribbean rice, our people, our rice.
Royal chicken, great value and so tasty and delicious. Available at your local supermarket.
At Chief, we put more in so you'll get more out of your cooking. Whether it's succulent baked fish or chicken, yummy pizza or creamy pasta, flavorful chow mein or tasty veggie dishes, the chief reason is always taste.
Have you heard the news? Now you can prepare mouth-watering Palaurian Baigani for your guests in as little as 5 minutes with the Maid Marian Palauri Quick Mix. It's easy. Just add water, mix, then fry. Delicious. Now entertaining for any occasion is easy with the Maid Marian Palauri Quick Mix, another fine product of the Maid Marian range, available at all leading supermarkets and stores nationwide.
Right, now everything is cooled. We got our potatoes here. We have our boulanger there. We have our filling here, minced beef. And we've got our topping here, which is the white sauce, the bechamel sauce. And this is our cheese that's gonna go on top. Before we start, I'm just gonna add a little bit. This is about 3 tablespoons of coconut milk powder to my white bechamel, and it gives it a really lovely Guyanese twist. Viva Guyana! Okay, and to get started, we just coconut oil here. I'm just gonna paint it in so we can coat the pan. First thing I'm gonna do is we put the potatoes down. Doesn't matter, you don't have to get them all the way because this I'm gonna put like this over here. I'm happy with that. Next, we're going to take let's put these ones in there. Nice structure. And it tastes fabulous as well. See what I'm saying about everything gets covered up eventually? And right, this is nutmeg and a bit of cinnamon there. And black pepper. Ground black pepper. See, that's very well seasoned. And get it all over. This is my favorite bit. Ooh, a little bit hot. Let me get another one. Right. It's to get the filling in. Yeah. When you get to this stage with this pie, this is very rewarding. Very rewarding. You see, look how nice that looks. I really press it down. Really press it down because you want to really compact, cover the whole top. nice and thick. That's going to be, because you see, everything's going to steam through, and it's going to mix with the aubergine or mix with the belanger, and the potatoes are going to soak all that up on the bottom. So you can imagine how delicious this thing is. Well, that's why the Greeks and the rest of the world, most of the world, love it so much. There you go, Guyanese Moussaka. You see how everything's absolutely covered there? Because that's our last layer. And press everything into the side. Then comes time for the white sauce. You just spoon it, let it just go into the side like that. See, because this has got flour in it, it rises a little bit when it's finished cooking, which just makes it really light. It's a wonderful thing. I love making this. Okay, here we go. And this already has a little bit of cheese in it, you know. But because I'm really, really naughty, this is what I'm going to do. More cheese. Look at that. Ah, great. Right, so that's going to be nice and golden on the top. Well, not completely golden, but it's going to have a lot of cheese. Oh, yeah. More cheese, please. And just to finish it off, I'm just going to sprinkle little bits of this on here, on the top. And I am going to add, brilliant idea, bitter. Again, from Namilko, make you feel so. All right. And look how that looks. That's the finishing. Yes, here we go. A proper Guyanese Moussaka. Yes, Moussaka. From Guyana. Right, so this goes into the oven. I preheated it at 200 degrees. And let this baby rock, and we're going to leave it there for 35 to 40 minutes. Guyana cane is more than just furniture. It's a way of doing business that is holistic, a model that promotes and practices concepts of sustainability as they relate to people and the environment. Guyana cane has won many international awards and accolades, not just for its stunning designs and architectural pieces, but also for its commitment to combat the destruction of our forest ecosystems. Guyana cane has opened a new showroom situated at 49 Aubrey Barker Road, South Rhineville, Georgetown. For further information, or you would like a brochure to be emailed to you, call Andrea on 680-8248 or Compton on 660-5484 or email liana_cane@yahoo.com. Good for the planet and...
Have you heard the news? Now you can prepare mouth-watering Palaurean Baigani for your guests in as little as 5 minutes with the Maid Marian Palaurean Quick Mix. It's easy. Just add water, mix, then fry. Delicious. Now entertaining for any occasion is easy with the Maid Marian Palaurean Quick Mix, another fine product of the Maid Marian range, available at all leading supermarkets and stores nationwide.
The Arawak village of Wakapo is located in the Pomeroon Supernam region of Guyana. Wakapo's oral traditions include stories of magical times during which mythical creatures such as giant macaws help to guard access to the traditional homelands. Stories that continue to be passed on between community storytellers and to the community as a whole. The 2-day, 1-night Wakapo community tour attempts to reveal these ancient heritage and customs to guests, from boat building to making traditional cassava bread with a local expert, to visiting sacred cultural sites where origin stories are shared. The tour also gives guests a chance to experience traditional foods, as well as allow guests to immerse themselves in the natural surroundings the region has to offer. So for further information on this magical journey, please call 695 9065.
At Chief, we put more in so you'll get more out of your cooking. Whether it's succulent baked fish or chicken, yummy pizza or creamy pasta, flavorful chow mein or tasty veggie dishes, the chief reason is always taste.
Welcome to the 7 Curry Tour. The sounds, tastes and smells of food tours are inherently experiential, and a well-designed culinary experience can also be educational and participatory. Experiencing new food is a highlight of visiting any new destination, and also holds memories connected to the past. The new Georgetown 7 Curry Tour is an immersive culinary experience for both visitors as well as local residents that exposes guests to the entire process of preparing 7 curry. The meal features 7 different curries eaten with rice and other accompaniments such as puri and achar, and the fun part is you get to eat it with your hands. The tour consists of going to the local water lily area to learn about the origins of 7 curry and gather your own water lily leaf. Travel to the market to pick up the vegetables and visit the Indie Spice Factory and see the spices being turned into amazing curry powder. See Food Theatre in action. Tony and his family will show you how they make the best purees. And now, to make the 7 curry, you'll be taught by the singing chef Ian John how to cook the curries in an authentic outside setting and finish the day by eating the delicious curries in the charming gazebo. Come and join us.
I think our moussaka is ready. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Wow. That is a thing of extreme beauty and also taste. It's gonna taste even better than it looks. Guyanese Moussaka. And now for the moment of truth. Let's check this out. It kind of looks just like lasagna. Here we go. See, lovely potatoes on the bottom.
At Chief, we put more in so you'll get more out of your cooking. Whether it's succulent baked fish or chicken, yummy pizza or creamy pasta, flavorful chow mein or tasty veggie dishes, the chief reason is always taste.
Welcome to the 7 Curry Tour. The sounds, tastes and smells of food tours are inherently experiential, and a well-designed culinary experience can also be educational and participatory. Experiencing new food is a highlight of visiting any new destination, and also holds memories connected to the past. The new Georgetown 7 Curry Tour is an immersive culinary experience for both visitors as well as local residents that exposes guests to the entire process of preparing 7 curry. The meal features 7 different curries eaten with rice and other accompaniments such as puri and achar, and the fun part is you get to eat it with your hands. The tour consists of going to the local water lily area to learn about the origins of 7 curry and gather your own water lily leaf. Travel to the market to pick up the vegetables and visit the Indie Spice Factory and see the spices being turned into amazing curry powder. See Food Theatre in action. Tony and his family will show you how they make the best purees. And now, to make the 7 curry, you'll be taught by the singing chef Ian John how to cook the curries in an authentic outside setting and finish the day by eating the delicious curries in the charming gazebo. Come and join us.
Vanilla flavored cake flour made with vanilla extract is just more than flour. You must try it the next time you're baking cake.
National Milling Company of Guyana.
Welcome back, guys. This is my buddy Cyril, and this is a lovely moussaka. It's a Greek-inspired dish, and we're doing the Guyanese version. And Cyril's gonna taste it and, you know, give us his opinion.
I'm a really good friend. But it looks fabulous.
Yeah, get some of the potato.
Well, yeah, we need some of that potato there. And it smells great. You can't smell it, but it smells wonderful.
The nutmeg should really come through.
Oh, wow.
Yeah? It's like a taste of Greece, but from Guyana, because the top, we actually did a coconut bechamel with coconut milk.
Yeah.
So this is how these ingredients you can find in Guyana, the minced good potatoes, coconut milk. You don't even have to use milk in this, you could just use coconut milk. And all of it exists here, the spices, everything like that. And why can't you not do this? And please try this at home.
Yeah, and you can, it's just baking. That's
and
great.
I'd like to thank you, Cyril, and I'd like to thank NCN, and I'd love to thank you guys for tuning in again to the Singing Chef Show with me, Ian John. And we'll see you next time on the Singing Chef Adventure.
To the world of the singing chef, we gon' make you sing and you taste buds well. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast, my beast to the east, you sing and you taste buds well. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast, my beast to the east.